fourth quarter, you guys were up 4, I think, with 8 minutes to go, and then couldn't score for the next 7.5. Was it just shots weren't falling, their defense combination?
Yeah. Some shots from some players that ordinarily, we go, okay, we like that shot, are just, tough stretch there for us, and then it just fueled them, being able to play in transition a little bit more, and they were getting aggressive and more desperate, and they started beating us to balls, et cetera. And yeah, they made it difficult for us. I mean, to their credit, we shoot 21% in the fourth quarter, 16% from 3, I think it was. I tell you, you hold a really good team to 37% on the road. We did what we could to give ourselves a chance to win this game. A hard game on the road. We knew it would be hard, and we just we missed a couple key free throws, right? When the game was kind of, we needed to keep it tied. We needed to keep it in that space, and we just didn't get that done.
You talked pregame about just each of these 3 games kind of having their own character and kind of from the other. How would you kind of describe touching it just now, but how would you kind of describe what was different about this third?
Knockdown, drag out, in that both teams know what the other one's doing. Both teams are well versed in, the schemes and what you're doing to exploit it. And, I thought that for the most part, defensively, we were doing, some good things. And I think, there's probably a lot of shots with Stewie I probably wouldn't want to give her again. Just one of those things that she got going in the fourth, but really helped them. But JJ, I think that was the one that really established for them. Kind of held the fort down as Stewie worked through, her offense, and Sabrina was getting places. So I thought she played well. Nothing we haven't seen. We didn't make as many shots. We didn't, because of, I thought, New York's defense and our recognition of seeking the paint, being physically tough, that sort of waned, in that fourth quarter.
In terms of getting out rebounded, what sort of the inherent size disadvantage you're having coming into the game? Is that something shooting, or was there aspects?
It's one of 2 things. Either we got to shoot 50% to overcome our deficiencies rebounding, because you're getting outshot, by 8 on a good team. And you're not going to win unless you shoot 50% and hold them to 37. So that's what we needed to do, to be able to, to sort of negate that unfortunate statistic. I think the one that bothers me is the team rebounds. JJ's really hard to, when she firmly plants herself, in a spot, near the RA, she's going to get the rebound that comes off. There's not a whole lot you can do. Team rebounds are ones that were loose, bouncing around, available, that went off our hand, went off us, and they got the ball back. There was 9 of those, 9-3. So those are the ones that bother me more than some of the size issues. We have to go seek the basketball. We have to, we just have to want it. It's an effort. Rebound's an effort thing. And hopefully we'll just continue to, chip away at that recognition-wise and not let it cost us a game, which, I'd argue probably did today.
Do you think there was just did it feel like there was less urgency in that from this game than the one last week?
No, we made a bunch of shots last game. I think we probably had the same deficit in rebounding. we made shots. Oh, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look. I don't remember.
It also seemed like in terms of the sets the series you're coming out with, there was a lot less of the post flips or the high pitch sort of aspect. Is that gameplay coming in, or was that
for us?
Yeah, or was that just the reads?
Just based on the first couple games, we had some things that we wanted to get to a little more that gave us a PPP that was, and it was, I thought we were getting what we wanted to get. So I think we liked most of the actions that we were running. And I thought we were comfortable in them. Certainly there's always, I think early in the pick and roll game, they were, sort of staying on. They didn't want to be in rotation. They didn't want to give, and we found our way with that. I thought that we found different ways to get the outnumbered situation. And, I think our cutting was good. I thought that, making extra passes, seeking the paint was pretty good. We just got to that stretch in the fourth quarter that Doug mentioned, and, just couldn't put the ball in the basket.
We'll pivot to the Zoom, start off with Kent, go to Andrew.
Hey, Coach, you talked about the fourth quarter about how New York was kind of able to get rolling because they were playing off misses rather than taking the ball out of the basket. But it just seems like in the fourth quarter, unlike the first three, which was kind of a, two really good teams trading punches, that one team just got more aggressive and one got less.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. And we talked about, I thought there were moments even before that New York was physically, trying to dictate things. I thought we handled it better earlier in the game in what we were doing. And I think what I saw was a group, that maybe it's either, I thought we were in good shape. I don't think we were frustrated. We were ready to answer, runs and that sort of thing. I thought we were in good shape there mentally. I just think when they turned things up, they started deflecting. I don't know how many deflections they had, but I would say it's probably pretty high in the fourth. It was disruptive to us. And we just couldn't find our way to the easy stuff, ball handlers picking up dribbles too soon, and then just, good players taking shots and, just struggling with making, the shot that ordinarily you'd want them to take, but just didn't happen.
Andrew?
Hi, Coach. I was just wondering if you could just speak on Zandalazini's impact. She's been having a pretty good 5-game stretch off the bench, and I know the last time you played against New York, you gave her some praise, but I was just wondering if you could speak a little bit more on just what she's giving you in those minutes.
Yeah, exactly what you said. You said pretty good. I mean, she's been outstanding. Probably should have played more than 16 minutes today. And, just she's really confident. She is giving us the penetration that we want, playing at the rim, mixing it up. Obviously, really good 3-point shooter as well. Getting things done defensively with her length, playing the schemes. She's playing great. And it's exactly what we'd hope she'd be at this point in her career. And we'll continue to evolve, her role with us.
And then I just had one more. It really seems against these kind of upper echelon teams in the W that you guys really have a way of just playing really good defense against them. Liberty, Seattle. Is there something about just rising to the occasion, or is it schematic, or what's allowing you guys to really hone in defensively?
I mean, it's what we do. It's what we've done all season, the number of times that we've held opponents below 40 it's a lot. I believe there's at least 9 times in the games, and this would be probably 10. Ordinarily, it's a good shot. It's a win for us. And so that record of holding opponents below 40, just got a mark on the wrong side, which is a loss. Now it's probably 159-8 since 2011 when we hold our opponents below 40. So that's just what we do. It's been our identity. So I don't necessarily know. I'm happy that it's against good teams too. But it's our identity. And whether it's New York or the teams you mentioned or, anybody else, it's our identity.
Thanks, Coach. We'll see you Thursday.
Thank you.
We'll take one final question from Travis on the Zoom and then come back to Ben.
Yeah, Coach, just wanted to get your first thoughts. Kayla just got selected to the All-Star team, and obviously Fee's on Team USA. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on it. Hard work and deserved. Just wanted to get your first thoughts on that.
Well, I mean, I'm thrilled, and I thought it was a bit of a no-brainer, but I'm thrilled when it happens. I mean, she's had an incredible season to this point, career high, in scoring it, and there's the ways that we count on K-Mac in the course of a game, defensively, passing, everything that we ask her to do, making plays off the bounce, which she did today. She's just doing everything for us, and she's so deserving of this all-star nod. I'm thrilled for her that we have a chance to see her in Phoenix.
I was going to ask the first part of that. I guess I'll ask the second. Obviously, Team WNBA players not making it, plan was not among the selections. I guess what was your reaction to seeing we're not among the? Yeah,
I mean, I thought she had a good chance as well. She's been really good for us as well, and we're a good team with a good record. And I didn't see who made it, so I don't. I just know those things aren't easy, and but I'm sure Team Australia is probably glad.
Do you think there's any chance some of your peers might not have voted for players like her as because they would be the Opals?
I don't have any idea. I don't know. I mean, you're talking about my colleagues?
Yeah.
Or the player peers, like they're,
In terms of the coaches having.
I don't think, I know I didn't consider that. Cause I think players are deserving regardless of, I wasn't trying to, have Ezzy and Lan on there as a, a ploy against Australia in any way, but no, I think, I mean, again, I have to see who did make it. Those things are always hard because you certainly can make a case for probably more than a few to be there that didn't get selected, but would have liked to have seen Lan there.
Final question.
Thanks. Yep. That it?
One final
Oh,
question.
I'm sorry. Oh.
This one more, Cheryl. How do you feel about Cecilia, how she played tonight in terms of her production, and how you felt about the ball movement after how great it was in the first 3 quarters? How do you feel about it in the fourth quarter? Did you feel it was stagnant, or did you feel just shots didn't go down?
Yeah, Chechi was, she continues to give us a punch offensively, shooting it, driving it, passing it, smart player, really getting comfortable in our defensive schemes, competitive, those sort of things. So she's been a big lift for us off the bench. I think in the fourth quarter, I think that as it was going back and forth, I think we were about the 7-minute mark. We missed a couple free throws, I think, to tie it. They gained this momentum off of our offense. Their defense was making it more difficult. They were physical. We didn't necessarily physically respond in a way to make them pay for it, which we were doing earlier in the game and getting layups. And then they were terrific in transition in the second half, and off of misses. That's something that they really feed off of. And that gave them that confidence, momentum. And, we beat these guys twice. I suspect that their level of drive and hunger to win this game was really, really high. And we didn't match that in the fourth.
Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, you're welcome.
That's all.